Hi, I'm Vicky. I love books and enjoy reading. The first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is to read. If I go for a run, I listen to an audiobook. In my leisure moments, I read whilst enjoying some good music. Are you an avid reader, or you're not learning how to read? Maybe you used to enjoy reading, but somehow it has become a thing of the past. Come on this journey with my guests and I as we dive into various books and themes these books talk about. Every week, I speak to various authors who are behind life-transforming books, as well as promote various stakeholders within the publishing industry. The Kiddie Zone segment on the show is meant specifically to ignite reading interest in your child. Watch the Writer's Blog on this station this and every Saturday at 4:30 p.m. and on Sunny 88.7 FM every Saturday at 1 p.m. This program is powered by Reveal Multimedia and supported by The Writer's Blog. Read, write, indulge your mind. Hello there. Thank you so much for joining us right here on the Writer's Blog talk show. This is a program designed to celebrate authors and their works, as well as promote various stakeholders within the publishing industry. I'm Vicky Amwa, and I'm so excited to come your way again right here from La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. They say uniquely golden, traditionally Ghanaian. This Christmas season, if you're looking for that place, serene environment for you and your family, this is the place to be. Come have some fun, quality time with your friends and family. The Writer's Blog Talk Show is brought to you by Reveal Multimedia, media partners Sunny TV and Sunny FM. Also supported by Cody's Fashion and Beauty GH. My makeup, my hair, my costume, everything that I am today. I mean, looking so beautiful. It's all by Kind Ketsi Eva and her team. Also supporting Holy Ever After, Akko Books Audio, Challenge Enterprises of Ghana, and of course, Sight Farm. My guest today is one who is very passionate about language, very outspoken, a gentleman indeed. And I remember coming across him and falling in love with spoken word, what we call poetry. Emmanuel Boakye-Yiadom. When we are back from this break, I'm going to tell you more about him and, of course, chit-a-chat with him about what he does as a poet and everything about his life. Stay with me right here on the Writer's Blog Talk Show.
Akko Books Audio makes African books accessible and available for everyone, anytime, anywhere, on a wide variety of mobile devices, including computers, tablets, and of course, mobile phones. My name's Amma Dadson, and I'm founder of Akko Books Audio, a digital streaming platform, an African spoken word experience provider. We transform African books into exciting and engaging audio experiences that make reading affordable, convenient, and fun. We offer readers a library of top-notch African authors and literary voice talent through listening to audiobooks and audio programming. With over 300 titles in over 20 categories, including fiction, biographies, and children's books, we aim to be the world's largest African audio digital library, promoting audio literacy in English, French, and African languages.
Asante from Anyedu. Anyedu is a children's company, a multimedia children's company that wants to help parents to raise successful and blessed kids. We believe that all children have potential and it has to be unleashed. So we are helping parents to unleash this potential, and especially for us as Africans, we believe that this is our time. This is when we can make an impact in this world. We want to raise a new generation of strong, confident, bold African children who would change the world, change the narrative of an African in the world. We are starting from Ghana. We are hoping that we will be able to reach the whole of Africa and let the children know that, look, they can do anything that they want to do because through Christ, all things are possible.
Welcome back to the Writers Blog Talk Show. Thank you so much to Cody's Fashion and Makeover Beauty GH for this wonderful makeup and of course my costume. Now Cody's Fashion and Makeover is well one-stop shop for all your beauty needs. Their services include makeup, nail art, pedicure, manicure, braids, wake up, hairstyling, and so much more. They also have a fashion outlet that churns out trendy unisex African print designs for every occasion. So if you're looking at wearing African, wearing Ghana, get in touch with them. They are located at the Second Link Chapel Square, Sakomono Estate. The numbers are scrolling down there. Let's take our quote for today. And this is a quote by W.H. Auden. It says, "A poet is, before anything else, a person who is passionately in love with language." And when it comes to Emmanuel Boakye-Yiadom, my guest for today, he is such one person. Emmanuel Boakye-Yiadom, the Appreciateur, that's how he calls himself, is a poet and a life coach. He's a Geomatic, is that it?
Yeah.
Geomatic engineer by training and an Appreciateur by calling. The Appreciateur is passionate about voice and appreciating matters at hand and echoing unveiled truths to inquisitive minds to usher in an awakening through his gift, thereby stimulating the nerves of responsibility and appreciation in his august audience. Even this one alone, I don't understand. Hello, Emmanuel. It's amazing. When I read it, I'm like, you really love words.
Yeah.
Good to have you on the show.
Thank you, Vicky.
And thank you so much for always coming in.
Thank you for
Now, if you listen to the Writers Blog on Sunny FM, I have an intro, a sign-in before we start the show. And that sign-in, a beautiful poem specifically done for the Writers Blog is done by him, Emmanuel Boakye-Yiadom. How did it all begin for you, writing and all that? Because you are an engineer.
Yes.
By career and profession. So tell us how the writing side began for you.
Okay, so thank you once again for having me, Vicky. And when I was a little child, I heard Queen Elizabeth was coming to Ghana. And I think the Daily Graphic then opened the opportunity for children to write. So I went to one of my teachers that I want to take part in the competition.
Okay.
And then he coached me. But since that time in GSS or primary, I didn't write till 2008, upon the demise of my father.
Oh.
We are 6 children, so I was asked to also submit my tribute. Each child was bringing his or her tribute. And when I submitted mine, my big sis was like, "Hey, this is a whole poem." Guess what? It was actually 6 pages of foolscap sheet. Vicky, I didn't even know it was poetry. I actually named it
to your daddy.
Yes, I named it The Portrait of Death. And I meant all those 6 pages were just a portrait, not the full picture of death. So that's how it started.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you remember that poem?
Yeah, I still have it, sir. I have it. It's a long poem. I can read it if you want to.
Really?
Yes, 6
Wow,
pages.
so that's how 6 pages.
Yeah, that was 2008.
And you were how old then? Okay, I get it now. I get it. But it's.
I was in third year university.
Third year university.
Yeah,
oh,
yes.
sorry about that.
Yeah,
but his death brought out
yes.
this great gift
Yes,
in you.
yes.
So it means that since 2018,
I've been writing.
2008, you have been
Yes.
writing. What themes do you write about?
Okay, so I think that takes us straight into the Appreciateur.
Yes.
So the Appreciateur is basically a servant of God who does 3 main things. One, he's passionate about creating awareness. So the themes, some of my themes have to do with creating awareness on brands, like what I did for you. The Writer's Blog, I've written some for other companies, like Lene, NGOs. So if you bring your idea to me, you tell me what you do, I can weave words together to promote your brand. That's the awareness part.
That's the awareness part.
Then there's the celebration part, which has to do with weddings, birthdays, funerals, special occasions. That's what the Appreciator does. He will also weave words to celebrate whoever. And then the E part is the education part. I do that through my daily quotes, which I share in the mornings, or preaching engagements, or books and other stuff. So basically, just remember ACE. ACE. Awareness, celebration, education.
And dedication. Wow. And so so that's what, as it were, brought out the creativity with the name, the Appreciator. I remember writing it down for somebody and the person could just not have, pronounce it. And then I said, well, the person whose name it is pronounced it, and so I know how to pronounce it. But why the Appreciator?
Okay, so that takes us back to uni days.
Yes.
When I finished my BSc program, in fact, I was also privileged to be a TA, a teaching assistant. And surprisingly, after the TA-ship, I wasn't satisfied. I wasn't fulfilled. It was like I have done the wrong course. It was like I missed my purpose. And in fact, since first year, I'd been praying to God, what is my assignment? What's my calling? So it was during that period of waiting on God that God ministered to my heart, that I was born to appreciate. So I actually went to the dictionary, checked, I saw Appreciator. The flex and the brand wasn't there. Then I realized there's a French word, Appreciateur, for value or like a judge. And I realized that, oh, okay, Appreciator. Instead of saying Appreciator, I like the Appreciator. And I looked at it from the point of Appreciator is someone who has a good appreciation of subjects and someone who also appreciates people or brands or events. So the first bit I mentioned, people usually forget that bit. If you say Vicky has a good appreciation of publishing, it means you really understand the subject. So I believe God has graced me with that special grace, where you may call me a philosopher, but when I enter into my thoughts and the Holy Spirit gives me certain themes, I just reflect on it and then you I just share views on it.
It's amazing. I get your morning, quotes every single day, and I'm always challenged. Sometimes it's so deep. I'm waiting for that book that will explain all these ones for me. But as we're here talking about this particular one, I would love for you to do the writer's blog's poem, the signature tune that people love so much. Even children love it. And I remember when we celebrated our 1 year, you were here at La Palme to deliver it powerfully. And so we want to take this particular time to appreciate the Appreciator as he delivers the writer's blog. Stay with us.
The writer's blog. Out of the ashes, a golden phoenix rises, eavesdropping on the works of destined writers, glittering their fine etchings with keen scoutings. Far above the lush rainforest of talk shows, a majestic mountain catches the clouds and dons a jaunty cap of excellent creatives, poised with sheer talent and grit. Like a Vicky Amor behind the writer's blog show. Born to appreciate, I arise on the womb of this great day with the warm, thought-provoking, heart-refreshing, life-giving rhythms of the Appreciator, sounding this good news to re-echo doing the meditations of the heart and the watches of the night while men sleep, that hey, the Writer's Blog Show is here. Say T. Thoughtfully timely, truly thorough, tremendously trendy, thankfully scintillating. Say H. Heart to heart, highly honeyed, happily handy, harmoniously hegemonic. Say E. Exotically exemplary, easygoing, excellently exhaustive. Say W. Winning wisdom, wonderfully open with weighty writers. Say R. Readily ripe, realistic rhapsodies, radiantly rich. Say I. Intelligently inclined, internationally iconic, intrinsically investigative, ideally informative. Say T. Technically tight, talentally thrilling, tenaciously tantalizing, tasty treat. Say E. Ecstatically enchanting, eclectically effervescent, influentially electric, and empirically empathetic. Say R. Rhyming reads, regular reviews, righteous reasonings. Say S. Sunny, soothing, scintillating show, showcasing short sequels. Say B. Bodaciously balanced, blissfully blooming, beautifully bold. Say L. Lush listening, lovely literature, lyrically luxurious. Say O. Objectively outstanding, observably opportune, obviously oiled. Say G. God's gifted James's gallant gestures. The Writer's Blog Show. Read, write, indulge your mind.
Wow, 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 wow. It's, you know, every time, anyway, somebody will say I'm biased. It's just that I love the manner in which you deliver your understanding of what you've written. Some people, it's just like people who have written songs. They deliver it and you just don't know what they're singing. I know Minister Newman. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Yes.
I mean, he writes songs, and when he delivers with passion and grace, and it helps whoever it is that's listening to him appreciate. And that's what it is. So your name fits you.
Thank you
Say
very much.
E. It's so lovely. Thank you so much. You are watching the Writer's Blog Talk Show right here on this channel, and we are coming to you live from La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. If you are looking for that destination, low-cut prices, you should consider La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. Now, if you want to also treat your family to a delectable 3-course buffet featuring lip-smacking Ghanaian cuisine while you enjoy live band music, this is the place to be. It's 150 Ghana cedis for adults. Kids under 5 years, you can come and eat for free. And those who are above 5 years can pay only 70 Ghana cedis this time round. It is just for the season. So call the numbers scrolling on the screen, or you can also drop them an email to make sure you're making your reservations for your entire family. It is the Writer's Blog Talk Show right here on this channel. Well, the Appreciateur, Emmanuel Boakye-Yiadom. So are you still practicing engineering?
Yes, I actually work with the Ghana Highway Authority.
You're chopping big money.
We are trusting God for even more.
So amongst all the poems or the spoken word you've written, which one is your favorite?
That's a very good question. Maybe I should say my next one. But for the sake of the season we find ourselves in, you know, Christmas time, usually we think of Cry Jesus. But I would like to say a special one for mothers. For mothers, I'd like to read it. I wrote this one for my mother, but I can imagine what Mary went through, and I'd like to dedicate this poem. I call it A Mother's World.
A Mother's World.
Yes.
All right. Poem for mothers. This is good. I'm excited. Take it away.
Okay.
Okay.
A Mother's World. My mother is a dreamer who awakes to work her dreams out. Her own exploits she hardly would tout, knowing a good job is sure her orator. My mother is my superstar, rocking my night seasons away with her straddle, putting me to sleep in her cradle, hushing my cries with her lullabies till I snore. My mother is my audience. Her listening ear is sure my ranting mouth, deciphering all my messages to spur me on, as she deems was best due her prince. My mother crafted me with her spanks and pats, her prayers and hearts, and with divine truths etched in God's word. My mother is a fire, setting me ablaze with the fiery flames of legends, who know no fears, minding no doubts, till I'm fueled to end in glory. My mother conceived me, despite flying idle comments. She purposed to showcase this oracle in her world. She dashed me with the wondrous pangs of birthing not only my dreams, but every miracle I'd ever need. This world truly deserves to be a mother's world. The hopes and fears of our mothers yesterday have but lighted us models in our day. A mother's emphatic hug is the drag droplet that leads to an alchemic outburst of bottled up emotions being maxed. Show me where a mother's pulse lies, for there the heartbeat of compassion resides. Ma, you truly rock. For your priceless values rule my world. Maternally mine. Say M.
M.
Maternally mine. Memorably measured. Meritoriously magnanimous. Miraculously made. Say O, Vicky.
Oh.
Originally ordained. Obviously open-handed. Ornately organized. Observably oiled. Say T.
Wow. T.
Tailored talent. Tantalizing taste. Tenderly truthful. Thoughtfully tolerant, thoroughly trained. Say H.
H.
Hierarchically high, heartily humane, hastily here, honorably halcyon. Say E.
E.
Efficiently eclectic, enchantedly enabling, ennobling effervescence, exegesis elucidating exemplary essences. Say R.
R.
Rare remnant, radiant realist, rhythmic rhapsody, wrestling raffia. Enapa ye na ampa. Obatampa if you have watchwa, mema ayeko. Merry Christmas.
Ah, this is lovely. This is
Thank you,
lovely.
Vicky.
This is so lovely.
This
Wow.
is all mothers.
Oh, mothers.
Yes.
How long did it take you to write this one?
I'll say a day. But you know, that question is to a poet. We don't look at a day.
Okay.
I started writing it since I was a child.
No, but it took you one day to
A day.
scribble this one.
Yes, to
down.
scribble it, yes.
One day.
Yes.
So you sat through. You didn't go to work that day.
No,
or,
I went to work. So there are different experiences.
For
this
each
one, yes,
poem,
for
okay.
each of them. So sometimes I'll start, maybe I'll write 3 stanzas.
Okay.
I feel like, no, I don't have to end. I have to add a bit more.
Okay.
So I feel, okay, now it's okay.
This is it.
And sometimes I'll finish it and I feel like, oh, no, this line, let me change it. So by the close of the day, I felt, oh, it's okay. Now let's
The
leave it as
words
it
are
is.
amazing and describes really true motherhood.
Yeah.
And I thank God for your life, and I thank God
you,
for your
Vicky.
mom,
Yes.
because I'm sure she's the inspiration behind
Yes,
this
yes,
particular
yes,
one.
yes.
All right, it is the Writers Blog Talk Show right here on this channel. I'm so excited about this one. When we are back from this break, I want us to talk about what it takes to be a poet. Remember getting a call on radio from a young man who says, I love to write. And so we asked, what do you love to write? He said, poetry. I said, okay, then send us samples.
Okay.
So we can, play on air and get you the mileage you're looking for. And he sends it, and there was nothing to write home about. Now, getting back to him and explaining to him that he needs to work on himself a little more, he got really offended. And I think it's because really, I don't know if there's any kind of training system available for people to discover themselves when it comes to poetry. So when we are back from this break, help us understand who a poet is and what it takes to be a poet. All right, it is a Writers Blog Talk Show here on your favorite Christian station. Remember, we are powered by Review Multimedia. a company that is ready to help bring every creative idea to life. They are into audio-to-text transcription services of audiovisual materials. If you're a pastor out there, you're looking to translate your sermons into books, get in touch with Review Multimedia. If you have some on-site research work you want to put down in text, in writing, get in touch with Review Multimedia. They also offer editorial services such as editing and proofreading. They offer PR services for authors and their works, organizing book launches, helping you to find that breaking ground to promote your work. Email address scrolling on your screen, contact number as well. We are back to talk more with Emmanuel Boakye-Yiadom, our guest for today. Stay with us.
Books Audio makes African books accessible and available for everyone, anytime, anywhere, on a wide variety of mobile devices, including computers, tablets, and of course, mobile phones. My name's Amma Dadson, and I'm founder of Books Audio, a digital streaming platform, an African spoken word experience provider. We transform African books into exciting and engaging audio experiences that make reading affordable, convenient, and fun. We offer readers a library of top-notch African authors and literary voice talent through listening to audiobooks and audio programming. With over 300 titles in over 20 categories, including fiction, biographies, and children's books, we aim to be the world's largest African audio digital library, promoting audio literacy in English, French, and African languages.
Asante from Anyedu. Anyedu is a children's company, a multimedia children's company that wants to help parents to raise successful and blessed kids. We believe that all children have potential and it has to be unleashed. So we are helping parents to unleash this potential, and especially for us as Africans, we believe that this is our time. This is when we can make an impact in this world. We want to raise a new generation of strong, confident, bold African children who would change the world, change the narrative of an African in the world. We are starting from Ghana. We are hoping that we will be able to reach the whole of Africa and let the children know that, look, they can do anything that they want to do because through Christ, all things are possible.
Welcome back to the Writer's Blog Talk Show. I'm Vicky Amwa. I'm here with Emmanuel Boakye-Yiadom, the Appreciateur. He's a poet, and he appreciates brands, situations, people, and I love him for that. So before we went for the break, I was telling you about the fact that we need to understand who a poet is and what it takes to be a poet.
Okay, so in fact, this has been one very difficult exercise for several people. When you check the internet, you find so many definitions. But for me, a poet is basically one who produces poems. A poet is a painter who uses his experiences, or especially his emotions, and the tools of literary devices to weave and carve the image he wants to put out
Wow.
there. Yeah, so he may do that through different ways. Either a poem which rhymes, a poem which is a free verse,
Okay.
or an ode, a eulogy. But basically, he's an artist. And whatever picture in his soul or mind he wants to share with his audience or his world, he just tries to distill it out of him and bring it out.
Wow.
Yes.
So did you train for it?
Okay, yeah, kind of. So let me explain. So in second year university, you know, most all of us, I think generally if you go to like do a degree, you do literature. I'd always been passionate about English, even from
Yes,
JHS.
all this combination of language.
So, but I know Ghana, when you're a bit good or intelligent, everybody wants you to go and do doctor or medicine or science. So I remember when I was going to Accra Academy, I went to Accra Academy.
Hey.
I realized it was nice whether to choose general arts or science. So I would say that all along I liked literature. I liked reading, I liked new words. And in university, I learned a lot from my lecturer then. His name was Mr. E.Y. Akpakli.
Wow, you remember him?
Yes, yes. He played a major role. And then I had one of my teachers in GHS, the one I told you coached me in writing for Queen Elizabeth. He was called Mr. Bryant Coker at Christ Mission School. And since then, when I started professionally writing after the demise of my father, I just went to the internet, learned as much as I could.
Okay.
I followed other poets,
Okay.
some physically, people whom I look up to as mentors,
Okay.
and some also via YouTube and the rest. And we also poetry books.
I see. So it just doesn't come. It's not enough to have this the passion.
No, you need to learn it.
You need to
and
learn
I'm still
it.
learning, actually. I'm still a student. Yeah.
And that's why I'm looking forward to having your book
Okay.
ready.
It's a come.
Ready for us to discuss right here on the Writer's Blog Talk Show. And so we are just trying as much as possible to help you fall in love with books and to fall in love with reading. We have a book club, the Writer's Blog Book Club. If you want to be a part of it, please send us the word book club to the number that is scrolling down there on your screen, 0552535036, and we'll let you in. There are 4 categories of people. We have the mature group, 30 years and above. We have the teens, 18 and above. And we also have the young adults and, of course, the kiddie segment, the kiddie group, I meant. And so make sure that you're letting your children be part of such groups so they can learn as much as possible and also have command over the language, just like we have Mr. Emmanuel Boakye-Yiadom doing. Do you have another poem for us for today?
Yeah, I have a Christmas poem, which I call Love Divine.
Love Divine.
Yes.
What is it about? I mean, you just talked about the fact that it's about Christmas, but
yes,
what was the central theme?
It's about how special the love of God is.
Okay.
Yes, I mean the love in He coming in the very form of you and I as a human being,
Okay.
and coming to die for us, so that we will also be birthed as children of God. Yes.
All right, Love Divine by the Appreciateur. Take us away.
All right. I call this one Love Divine. Away in a manger, no creep forever. The little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the bright sky looked down where he laid. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. Love divine. If this love was brewed in an African pot, I would have teased that it was by us. If this love were grown in the orchards of the West, I would have despised it by thinking it wasn't in touch with my feelings. If this love were to be in the air during candlelit dinners, as they say, I would have only stood still for its cool breeze to hover over my closed eyelids as I wandered off with Alice into my wonderland. If this love where that sweet feet sweeping, spellbound, tender words eavesdropped upon, on nights when the best wines were served in the most pristine of glasses, I would have laughed to be in the wait on duty. If this love were the warm rays of sunlight that passed through a stable's window on the morn after an historic night in Bethlehem, I would have longed to have been the walls in that room for beautiful colors to dance on me. If this love were the sweet smell of roses that filled the princess's nostrils, I would have been compensated by being the very hands that fetched them. Otherwise, I would have discarded it as an exaggeration of a fairy tale. If this love were indeed a love divine, beyond all we could ever imagine, for the Creator to do for creation what was out of routine, to determine a love which could so refine you and I, poor wretched sinners, in the hands of an angry God, a love so bellied with a mercy which triumphs over judgment. This love would indeed be just so fine. Love divine, a refining love all mine. Love divine, an expensive love all thine. Love divine, a person so compelling. Love divine, Papa's heart so welcoming. Since this love is neither an old wife's tale nor a beggar's wish, I hereby declare it is the shh which steals every wine and pine on the lips and on the hearts of depraved men and women. A love which endures when an innocent kindness to be rewarded with our preposterous guilty wickedness. A love divine which once saw the so cute face of a promised baby wrapped in swaddling clothes to be so disfigured that we had to consider him smitten, stricken of God. A love divine which prevails even when a Messiah, once so esteemed in our hearts, has now been reduced to a desire so grown cold. Gold, frankincense, and myrrh, now just a mere fronting of our worship instead of sacrifices from broken and contrite hearts. A love divine which doesn't deal with us according to the multitude of our transgressions, but offers us a refreshing bath in the blood of the Lamb of God that was slain, healing and soothing like the river of life. Who said love had no guts? The audacity of such an unconditional, selfless love in action even up until now. What a tender love, such turbulent love, lashing out a lasting blow to creeping sin, lurking in our closets, birthing in us the heavenly nature. This love is indeed just so fine. Love divine, a refining love all mine. Love divine, an expensive love all thine, Lord. Love divine, a person so compelling. Love divine, Papa's heart so welcoming. I call this one Confessions. Time versus fate, dreams versus reality, longings and dawnings, utterings and etchings, whining and pining, shadows and substance, beggars and wishes, prayers and answers, seeds and forests, words, life and death, confessions. Fed from the pods of purpose, I step out of the womb of eternity into this very season and time to declare a nation's mystery, an unraveling of a banal phenomenon which so easily bequeaths our every fabric and hassle that we mince words in time past by our daily utterances, which we thought wouldn't last, only to result in a cursory gaze of our subsequent lives thus far lived. No more and never again, for as heaven's royalty, we refuse to live on the fringes of society, but to reign in life as folks in the class of the God kind. For even since creation, light has been commanded forth out of darkness. No wonder even the most distant of futures respond to spoken words. I hereby declare dreams to come alive and visions to be missions. It is in this regard I've been sent in the womb of this great day, with the warm, thought-provoking, heart-refreshing, life-giving rhythms of the Appreciateur, sounding this good news to re-echo during the meditations of the heart, in the watches of the night while men sleep. Folks, I have come to tell you, the child of God, you've got rhema powerful than any anathema. So speak your way into life and not death, for this is the power of our positive faith confessions. Since we've been born of the word, we speak our way into glory with our words of life. You see, words have the capacity to change the realities of our world and the spheres of our influence. Our confessions are announcing our soon sessions of glory. Our confessions are the professions which assess every possession due us in our territories. I believe and therefore I speak. We believe and therefore we speak. That while men say there is a casting down, we say there is a lifting up. For whatever the enemy schemed for our evil, our sovereign God has turned around for our good. You see, words bring pictures to minds, and our minds take in pictures. And so as far as I can see, is all I confess, possess, all I'm meant to be. I am the planting of the Lord, His choice is masterpiece. I am everything good and perfect. I am God's delight and His present heartbeat. I am His and He is mine. I remember the temple guards reported the other day, no man ever spoke like my Jesus. Guess that's why I speak like Him. Time versus fate. Dreams versus reality. Longings and dawnings. Utterings and etchings. Whining and pining. Shadows and substance. Beggars and wishes. Prayers and answers. Seeds and forests. Words, life and death, confessions. Thank you.
Welcome to TWB Nuggets. For some time now, we have been looking at proper book care methods. On proper book care methods, we will be talking about cultivating proper reading habits. Now, the first tip to cultivating a proper reading habit is to change your mindset. I remember growing up, I used to see reading as a tedious work, and so I wasn't a fan of it until I came to realize that reading should be part of my daily activities, like when I sleep, eat, take my bath. That is when I started enjoying reading. That is what I also recommend for you. Take reading as your daily activity, like when you eat, when you sleep, when you bath. Those are daily activities. Take your reading as such. That is the best way to cultivating a proper reading habit. So go on, read that article, read that book, read that blog. Take it as your daily activity. Well, and that is our tip for today. My name is Babokran and this is TWB Nuggets. Bye for now.
It has been so amazing having you on the show today, the Appreciateur. How do we get in touch with you if we want your services for any event at all?
Okay, you can reach me via my social media handles.
Okay.
On YouTube, you can find me by putting in the name Emmanuel Boakye-Yiadom. Boakye is BOAKYE-YIADOM. And then on Facebook, you can find the Appreciateur. You just type appreciate, then you add UR, the Appreciateur. And then Instagram and Twitter, you can find me on Appreciateur EBY. And I just started TiikTok lately.
Yeah.
Just recently, and then
and it's working.
The _ Appreciateur.
Appreciateur. Now, your final words is the Christmas season. Anything else that you really want to share with our viewers today?
Right. Thank you, Vicky. All I want to say is that my life has actually been modeled by characters in the Bible. And even as we go through this Yuletide season, I want each one of us to at least take one character in the Christmas story that we can be positively influenced by, so that together we all grow and just be like Christ. Have a wonderful season. And I wish you a prosperous new year in advance. Stay blessed.
Wonderful. Stay blessed. I'm going to do that. You know, anytime we had a play, I played Mary somehow.
Wow.
Well, it's amazing. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. We know that when your book is finally out, we will have you back here on the show.
Sure.
We want to say a very big thank you to you, dear viewer, for watching the show today. It has been the Writer's Block Talk Show right here on this channel. We came to you live from La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, uniquely golden, traditionally Ghanaian. Make sure this season you're spending your time here. They have the candlelight procession. They have fun games for children. So many activities we'll share with you along the way. We have been proudly supported by Holy Ever After, Challenge Enterprises of Ghana, Cody's Fashion and Beauty GH. My makeup, my costume, everything that I am today is by kind courtesy Cody's. Eva, love you 2 bits. You see the handles scrolling down there, also their location as well. Akko Books Audio, thank you so much for holding us down. And of course, Side Farm. I'm Vicky. We are back next week, God willing, with another exciting edition. Till then, bye-bye for now.
Thank you for watching the Writer's Blog on this channel. If you want to sponsor, partner, advertise, or have your book reviewed on the show, call or send a text or WhatsApp message to, or send an email to, follow us on social media. This program is powered by Reveal Multimedia. Join us next week for another exciting edition. The Writer's Blog. Read, write, indulge your mind.
Congratulations to Vicky. She's been so amazing. She's been able to find a niche for us Christian parents who are just looking for ways to empower and encourage our children.
Seeing kids, parents, teachers coming together to talk about books, to talk about reading. I believe that the little ones who came around today have learnt a lot.
It was amazing, and I loved the part of the kids where you could color, you could build houses out of blocks, make whatever you want.
It's a kind of a marketplace where we brought together both writers to think through and relate to the value of reading.
Today has been awesome. We've been able to introduce more people to the awesome work that Janelle has done. The 2 books were nicely patronized, and we thank you.
Coming face to face and joining many authors who have written amazing inspirational books was an exciting one for me. Also, the active involvement of children, especially at a young age, is a good turning point, especially for this particular program.
With God's help, it's going to get better and bigger. Great job, Writer's Blog, and we wish you all the best.
If you want to be part of our book club, or you want your child to be part of our kiddie reading sessions, send us a text or WhatsApp message with the word book club to 055 253 5036 or 020 842-8322.
Hi, I'm Vicky. I love books and enjoy reading. The first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is to read. If I go for a run, I listen to an audiobook. In my leisure moments, I read whilst enjoying some good music. Are you an avid reader, or you're not learning how to read? Maybe you used to enjoy reading, but somehow it has become a thing of the past. Come on this journey with my guests and I as we dive into various books and themes these books talk about. Every week, I speak to various authors who are behind life-transforming books, as well as promote various stakeholders within the publishing industry. The Kiddie Zone segment on the show is meant specifically to ignite reading interest in your child. Watch the Writer's Blog on this station this and every Saturday at 4:30 p.m. and on Sunny 88.7 FM every Saturday at 1 p.m. This program is powered by Reveal Multimedia and supported by The Writer's Blog. Read, write, indulge your mind.